My name is Hoshi. I work for Businessworld. We're talking about customer preferences. A lot has changed over the last few years. Today the customer is very discerning, has multiple choices, plethora of reasons, a plethora of choices, different parameters to buy what they want, right from consideration to buying to customer service. There's been a huge change in the customer preference over a period of time, and digitization has just kind of added to it. Customers no longer see online and offline as different. It's omnichannel. This is time for customer democracy, of the customer, by the customer, for the customer. This is what Easyrewardz, powered by Microsoft and Businessworld, are now unveiling via this CX Insider Chat series. Harbinder, Narula, thank you for being here. You are the first person we are interviewing. Tell us, in the last 12 months, in the last year or so, has your buying pattern changed, the way you shop, and what is your new buying pattern now? How do you choose what to buy, when to buy?
First of all, Hoshi, thanks for having me. The buying pattern has undergone a change. There was a time when touching and feeling the product with your own hands was of prime importance, but over the years my buying pattern has moved towards online, where I'm comfortable making purchases online.
How do you make a choice what to buy offline and what to buy online?
I pretty much like buying most of the things online because the experience that I am able to go through when it comes to products. So mostly electronic products, books, etc. are something which I'm very, very comfortable buying online. The only purchase that I still restrict to going to the physical store is where it impacts my fit. So if I have to buy a jeans or a trouser, that is where I wish to try it before I buy it.
The pandemic has accelerated a huge amount of online buying. At the same time, after normalcy has restored, stores also haven't lost their edge. Offline shopping is also happening in a big way. When you look at offline experiences, what makes you feel connected to a brand?
See, when it comes to an offline experience, like I said, first thing is the reason why I would go to a store. But there are certain brands where the brand connect is important in terms of being able to experience not just that particular brand, but the ambience and the purchase experience. So for example, multi-brand stores is where you would want to go when you're buying something in a offline world, and that is where you have options and you can try out stuff, and the whole experience of being there in the environment just adds to it.
You expect brands to communicate with you, real time and offer you support?
I typically find these brand communications to be very intrusive. I do not want to be bombarded with emails and WhatsApp messages and SMSs all the time when I'm not looking at them. But while I say this, I think it is important for the brand to communicate, but with a little bit more of subtle thing. For example, I would hate to lose the reward points that I've kind of gathered over a period of time just because the validity got over. So I would like to be reminded of these kind of things. Second is the technology is advanced today, so people are the brands are privy to your patterns of search online, and so that's when the communication becomes more meaningful. But otherwise, getting too much of SMS, I feel it is an intrusion.
Coming to offline stores, do you expect stores that you buy from regularly to treat you as an individual, take feedback and offer, take timely action? Do you have examples of any such offline purchase habits?
There have been times when the offline experience has brought me back to the store because they were personalizing the offer. For example, it is something which is a cliche but works really well is around your birthdays and around your anniversaries when they reach out to you. So that is one. Second is, a lot of these stores offer you exclusive deals before they open it to the public. And that is a time when you are not in a mad rush of store filled with too many people. So it's an exclusive offer only to their premium customers, etc. Second is, again, the technology enables the brands to know a lot about you, know a lot about your buying patterns. So they create a personalized, or they have an opportunity to create a personalized experience to your preferences. So they are able to customize what kind of offers that you would be interested in, what kind of products do you like buying, and what is the pattern, which part of the year do you usually go shop. So I think this makes the experience of the communication and the loyalty programs more meaningful to me as a customer.
Price/offer, relevance and service. How important is each of this to you on a scale of 1 to 3, and why?
See, most important to me when I'm looking at my purchase pattern is my relevance. If it is something that I am wanting to buy, it is my need or my desire, that is a time when I would enjoy shopping, because I'm looking for information, I'm looking to buy it. And also the post-purchase experience is that, there's a more fulfillment rather than a regret of an impulse purchase. So the whole experience of buying gets triggered when it is relevance. And when you're buying things like gadgets, it has to fulfill certain aspect of which is very, very important to you. And so I think relevancy for me becomes imperative. The second aspect, which is again very important when it comes to choosing whether I would go online or offline, is the price. When you're buying something, the same product, if it can be delivered to me at a lower price, will obviously make me a happier customer. You don't want to pay a higher price for the same product. And third thing is, when you're looking at the convenience of getting something delivered to your own home or office without leaving the convenience of your home and office is extremely important.
Harbinder, you must be a part of some customer loyalty, some customer reward program. What do you like about these programs, and what is it that you dislike about them?
Yes, I am a member of certain loyalty programs. The things that really impact my happiness around these loyalty programs is when I'm able to get some priority among someone when compared to someone else who's not a member of the loyalty program. So what I really like about it is that they know my purchase patterns, they know my preferences, so they are able to customize products, services, or the purchase experience for me. So there's a lot of trust factor that is there. So it's like you going to a restaurant and the guy remembers your name and remembers what you like. So that's the same thing which gets replicated in the purchase pattern as well. There are certain programs which also bring in a lot of value. If you are a repeat customer and you are able to get discounts on your subsequent purchases, that also is a great experience, because that same product or the same brand that you're buying again and again, it just makes you more, it's a more delightful experience to have come again.
My last question, if you had to meet the marketing head of a brand, what would your message to the person be, as from a consumer perspective, from you being a consumer?
So from a consumer perspective, if I'm speaking to some brand manager, my suggestion to them would be that understand your customer, understand what their needs are, and then be able to personalize the experience.
Thank you, Harbinder. Brilliant insights. Thank you. Now that we've heard Harbinder, We are with Smriti Sharma. Smriti is a young working professional, less than 10 years of working experience, excited to know what her views on shopping are. Smriti, we wanted to ask you a few questions. Let me start by asking you, how have your shopping patterns changed over the last 12 months, and how do you decide what you have to buy offline and what you have to buy online?
Preferences have changed over a period of time because I would say owing to pandemic. I would have mostly bought things from offline stores and everything, but now with the onset of pandemic and even post that, my entire customer experience has been mostly inclined towards online marketing and online shopping. So it's totally changed. From being a 75% offline buyer, I have become 75% online buyer in a way.
How do you choose what to buy online and what to buy offline?
It's simple. I know that if I'm getting better discounts in a way, and if I'm getting better prices, I will definitely go forward and buy it online. And also, I would also be, my major preference is also towards the delivery time. So at times, whenever I need something in urgency and it might not be available nearby, so obviously my preference will be to buy online in a way.
So pricing and delivery time.
Pricing
Great.
and delivery.
Okay, so the pandemic obviously accelerated online purchase, and we've seen offline also back. They haven't lost their edge. They're doing everything to keep abreast. When you buy offline, how do you what connects you back to a brand?
Majorly, still there is a factor or there is a certain segment that I would really prefer buying offline, that is the electronics and the consumer durable specifically. So till the time I'm not able to see my product and how I'm trying to look forward in looking at all the features and the way the store person is trying to convince me to buy a product, till the time I'm not having that much of satisfaction of buying anything while I'm going to a store. So that's something that always attracts me back to those stores, obviously. There are certain things which are online available, like mobiles and so on, but still you have that thing that you need to go and buy it on your own after seeing the product.
Do you expect brands to communicate with you, send you offers, and provide real-time support?
I do expect brands to communicate, but not over communicate in a way, because getting information is important, but not information overload. I would prefer as a customer. So giving me offers, good, but giving me a lot of offers where I get irritated as a customer, I think that's something which I would tend to avoid.
Do you expect offline stores to treat you as a profile, as an individual, and understand your interests, take feedback, and timely action? Do you have any examples of offline stores doing this?
I do, because when you are in a segment where you get customized products, you tend to feel, you get a feel good factor every time whenever you are buying such a product, and there is a repeat purchase also that is possible there. And you tend to also market that as an influencer, that this was an experience which was very good relatively in past. So you will be asking others also to go there and then buy a product. So for me, the customization is something, or the or this particular aspect of an offline store, I would really recommend, and I will really surely go for it.
Out of these three, price/offers, relevance and service, how would you rate them on a scale of 1 to 3 when you buy these from an offline store?
So firstly, mine will be customer service, because I don't want to keep calling at a place where I don't get a service. And living in a tier 2 city at times, service is something which one sees as a foremost aspect of buying anything. So if I am, for example, buying any appliance, so definitely my first preference will be to see what all customer service activities are there and what all services are being provided. Then I'll be seeing the pricing, because for me, if I'm having good customer service, price will not be an issue. And relevancy is something which follows after that.
Smriti, you must be a part of membership reward programs, loyalty programs. What do you like about these and what do you dislike about them?
I get a lot of early bird discounts, and I get a lot of offers that are some things which I feel are very much important also in a way, and I feel privileged also being a part of those loyalty programs.
Post Smriti, we have Devika Kundu Sengupta. Devika, besides being a homemaker, also is an artist. She does cultural dance, she does voiceover, she also curates events. Would love to hear what Devika's opinion on this entire subject is. Welcome to the show, Devika.
Thank you for having me here, Mr. Ghaswala.
My pleasure, Devika. Devika, a few questions for you. In the last 12 months, how have your shopping habits changed? How do you decide what to buy offline, what to buy online? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, as we are really discussing that how the shopping habits have changed after the pandemic situations have happened, yes, definitely things have gone online. So where I used to go and shop in a mall or maybe some grocery store, now majorly I shop online. So that's basically on the comfort and the accessibility is what I decide on.
So it's comfort and accessibility offline and online. As I mentioned, the pandemic has accelerated online shopping, and offline shopping is also back now in a big way with, various offerings, various things they're doing to attract customers. When we look at offline shopping, physical shopping, what makes you feel connected with the brand?
Well, when we really look at the offline shopping part, the connectivity to the brand is more about the choices they have. So in the physical appearances, you can feel, touch and see the product and understand the quality of it. So that is something which really connects. So yes, that's one plus point for an offline shopping.
Do you expect brands to communicate with you, send offers, provide real-time support?
Real-time support, yes, if required, but sending offers and bombarding one's mailbox and messages is something probably I don't like.
And do you expect offline stores or brands you buy from to recognize you as an individual, send you offers, take feedback, send timely action, provide timely action? Can you help with some examples?
I think recognition as a customer, as a loyal customer for that matter, if I really can put that in quote, is very important for a brand retention and a customer retention. So for example, if I shop from a particular brand and they are good enough to recognize me in terms of sending me happy birthday notes, anniversary notes and giving some special vouchers, who would not like that? Everyone would like to feel special, I believe.
My next question, price/offer, relevance and service. How important is each on a scale of 1 to 3 when you take a purchase decision? From a store?
From a store, since pricing would have very limited options, because on online you find multiple options on pricing bit. So price would come second. What are the two other options you said?
Service and relevance.
Relevance, of course, comes number one and service comes number two. Because if I don't find a product relevant or if I don't want to shop at a relevant store, then the service and the price would not really matter. So
relevance is number one and price and service would be at number
2 and 3. Yeah.
You must be a part of a loyalty or a membership rewards program. What do you like about them? What do you dislike about such programs? What do you think these programs should be offering?
Loyalty programs are particularly, I believe, for people who go on a very, very frequent shopping and usage of buying an XYZ. But yes, loyalty programs can be really, really good if they have some instant gratifications and good offers to give, because everyone is living in a materialistic world nowadays.
If you had to meet a brand's marketing head, okay, what would be your single message to?
I feel that a brand should have the connection, a personal touch to it. There are multiple brands in the market who have a misleading branding communication. I would not take the names of it. But that does not stand out to me. If we have to sell a product to someone, it's okay to have a brand ambassador, but what about the real stories? Are the brand ambassadors really using that product and giving you a valid feedback about that product? I don't think so. It used to happen earlier probably as a contractual rule, but now it doesn't really happen. So a personal touch, every person would have their own definition of buying a brand, connecting to a brand. So why not try out putting up stories of the real customers for it? So connection, a personal touch is very important.
Thank you, Devika. Thank you for spending time with us.
Most welcome to Mr.
Thank you.
Nasrallah.
Our final interviewee here, final consumer is Kushagra Pathak. Kushagra has about 10 years of experience, and we want to understand from him what his shopping patterns, what his preferences are. Let's hear what he has to say. We are speaking to a few consumers. Today I'm happy to have with me Kushagra Pathak. Kushagra,
Thank you for having me here.
thank you, Kushagra. I have very few questions for you, Kushagra. We want to talk about the last 12 months in this question. In the last 12 months, how has your shopping pattern changed? What is your shopping pattern? How do you decide to buy online? How do you decide to buy offline?
So I would say now I prefer buying online stuff because you have bunch of options, and when you go for a specific type of product, you see similar products. If I take an example, if I have to buy a shirt, I will get multiple options of I can choose from different colors, fabrics at the same time, and then there are different brands as well. So I would say that, you know, if I have to explore of a certain kind of a thing, like a particular type of shirt, then I would go and research it online and then buy from there. But offline would be like if I'm not sure that what I'm going to wear, you know, when I'm not sure that what I want to buy, then I would go and explore an offline store, because you see multiple options at once, and you know, the look and feel, you get into it, and then you can purchase it.
You know, the pandemic has obviously accelerated online shopping in a very big way. But we are also seeing a big comeback of physical stores, the offline model right now, with, you know, them offering various options and enticing consumers to come in. When it comes to offline shopping, what makes you feel connected to a brand?
I would say that online store is there, but offline the visual feel of touch, and you know, you can wear it at that point itself, cannot be done through a virtual world. Okay, you can take the virtual world to any level, but I would still say that, you know, the eyes to the color, the feel, the visual appeal, it's not going to be replaced. And then if you are visiting some stores regularly, you have a personal connect with the managers, with the team there. So you know, when you go there, they offer you like, you know, just, you know, giving you some extra, and you feel good about it, right? It's a good experience.
Do you expect brands to communicate with you actively, send real-time offers, or send you offers, and you know, also provide real-time support?
I would say yes, but they should not flood my email inbox with lot of emails. I mean, they should have now data. Everyone is having the data. It's about how you want to play with that data, right? So they should be specific. I would not mind sending me offer details once a month or twice a month, but that should be specific to my purchase habits. I don't want, you know, something irrelevant coming to me.
Do you expect offline stores to recognize you as an individual and send you, you know, take your feedback, provide real-time action? Do you have any examples of this?
Yeah, I think you know, when we go to the stores, the real-time communication comes in, and I would give an example. I've been buying suitcases from a store from like 7-8 years, and recently the 5-year warranty just got over, and next day I went to that store. But because I have been loyal to that store, they get that replaced. So that's not going to happen online, okay? And because they knew that I've been buying, I had a personal connect with them, so this was achievable. So I would say yes, the service, the experience of customer does matter a lot.
On a scale of 1 to 3, okay, how would you rate the following: price, relevance, and service while shopping?
So price I would rate 2 because price is important. Service I would rate 3 when that particular product, you require a service, or like simply taking example of a mobile, right? If that company is established, they have a good service, then you are going to buy that. So anything that would be requiring service, I would rate maximum on that, like 3 points. Otherwise 2 in the price and 2 in the
Service.
Yes, service.
And relevance is 1.
Yes.
Are you a part of loyalty programs, membership programs, and what do you like about these, and what is it that you don't like about them?
So yeah, I have been whenever you go now, they enroll you into the loyalty programs, and the one of the few things that I really like, that you don't have to wait in the long queue, right? If you have been a loyal customer to them, and you have that loyalty program, then you pass through that queue. You get cashbacks, you get additional offers like birthday offers, anniversary offers. So these kind of things I really like.
If you had to meet a brand's marketing head, what would be your message to him as a consumer?
One thing came to my mind, that it should not be specific to a store, that if I am buying from their store, then only I should be considered a loyal customer. If I am buying it from any third party vendor or from different online stores, there should be a way that, like if I am buying a particular shoe from different platforms, brand should know that I have been buying it. So probably they can have a QR code, I can scan it, it can link it to my mobile or email. So irrespective of place I am buying, I am flying offline, online, my data should be with them. So these are small things, and now it's very easy. So something, I'm not sure this is specific to a marketing head or not, or marketing department will manage it, but certainly this is going to be a big impact.
Valid point. You're basically saying the sharing of information across platforms.
Yes.
Thank you, Kushagra.
Thank you for having me here. Yeah, thank you.
The interaction with consumers was quite exciting. Some of the learnings were predictable, some of them were new. Whilst online has been taken too easily by several customers, what's interesting is that the charm of physical shopping remains, and that's for products whether they're personalized such as garments, or standard products such as mobiles and electronics. All consumers online or offline expect personalization and a connected and seamless experience across channels. 3 basic takeaways that we heard. Mindful marketing was one of them. Consumers spoke about a lot of intrusive and excessive communication. What they basically want is communication that's directly relevant to them and beneficial to them. The second one was, and makes me reiterate again, need for personalization across the entire shopping experience. Consumers expect to be recognized as individuals, treated as individuals through the entire shopping cycle and beyond that too. Third, customer democracy has become key for every single brand. The more impactful the customer-centric strategy is, the higher the chances of customer retention and ROI. Our next episode with marketeers will be to understand how they plan to work on customer retention and offer ROI across customers in 2023. Thank you.